What's going on with Lady D today? I'm your host, Lady D. Be a guest on our show, 216-571-2235. Well, welcome to What's Going On with Lady D today. And I am so honored that we have two amazing young ladies in the house here who are doing and promoting positivity and awareness in our community. Welcome today is Sister Patricia Page.
Hi.
With celebration of women from crayons to lipstick. And then we have Sherri White, who is from My Sister's Keeper. Hello. Welcome. How are you ladies doing this afternoon?
Doing good.
Awesome. So, Sister Page, without further ado, you are back again.
Back again.
Yes, with this wonderful event.
Yes.
How many years is it now for this event?
Oh, it's a lot of years.
A lot of years?
Started in the 80s.
Okay.
Rekindled in 2016 and have been running every year since, besides COVID closing us down those 2 years.
Awesome. So tell our audience, our listeners, about Women from Crayons to Lipstick.
Women from Crayons to Lipstick was a conception I had after taking my youth group through charm school. That was our celebration.
Okay.
And it just came to me. We're moving on from crayons to lipstick. And I just held on to that.
Awesome.
I just held on to that. And it's been good. It's been good being able to come on to be with you and the show because it helps give them exposure and it helps give them precedence in the community, like with Sherri and My Sister's Keeper. People don't know about it.
Right.
And if we don't put it out there, as sisters, that's what we're supposed to do. And so I want to share a quote with you.
Sure.
By Tracy Ellis Ross. Using my voice to recognize and celebrate other women is a joy for me. And that's why I do what I do. I don't do it for gain. I do it to celebrate the women that comes through the doors of the Mediterranean and just to make them feel special and good, including the young girls. We've had mentoring groups come. They can't come this year. They'll be on retreat.
Okay.
But there'll still be some young girls there. And they just need to see the progression from crayons to lipstick. So I have all ages on my program.
Okay. And what are the ages? What is the age starting with?
8.
8.
Starting with age 8. And I have a surprise guest coming this year. She's 85.
Wow.
That's going to be our program.
That's going to be really lovely.
Yes. And so it's just good. It's good.
Awesome. What are some of the challenges that you see our young ladies are going through, why they need this celebration?
Role models. Mm-hmm. Role models.
Okay.
Because of their home life. And it's not the villages that we had when I was coming up. And my mother died when I was 11, but there were it's a village in the community.
Right.
So I still got the nurturing to become a woman that I needed. And a lot of our girls just aren't getting this. And we know the school system is really messed up.
Yes.
Yes. And then COVID came and closed our churches And people aren't getting back into church like they used to either.
Right.
So you have to reach them where you can and how you can.
Yes, I agree. I really do agree. So tell me, when is this event, this wonderful event, going to take
It
place?
is going to take place next Saturday, October the 14th, at the Mediterranean Event Center.
Okay.
Yes.
And I see you're going to be having some wonderful guest speakers.
Yes, I
Would
am.
you like to talk about your guest speakers?
Well, yes, the newscaster, the wonderful Reverend Danita Harris, is going to be our speaker once again. She's the dynamic speaker, and it's good for the young girls to come up and meet her because that's a role model.
Yes, she definitely is a role model.
That's a role model, and you don't always see that on television. So you need to know that people are people,
Yes,
and there are good people.
yes.
And Minister Maria Daniels
Okay.
is going to bring her vocals to us and minister us in song and praise and worship. Maria goes way back. She used to do back around singing for some of the Motown groups even.
Really?
Even out on the West Coast.
Oh, wow.
Years ago. But she's a member of the Reverend Wayne Dawson's church now.
Okay.
Grace Tabernacle out in Lyndhurst.
Okay.
And she's going to be our vocalist.
How exciting.
And I had so many compliments and requests. The dynamic spiritual poet Gail Henderson is going to grace us with her presence.
Yes, now she is truly amazing.
She is.
Yes, she is.
And I cannot forget my dear friend, Councilman Kevin Conwell and the Footprints Band
Okay.
will twinkle our ears as we have lunch.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
I'm going to digress a minute.
Okay.
Last year I came on the show, and I had a young girl and her mother, Joy and Gervais Williams.
Yes.
Gervais had written the book Why Bully Me? And she's been doing appearances around town in the libraries and what have you. And in June, the Pink and Black Honors that was held downtown,
Yes.
Gervais received an honor.
Awesome.
Yes, she received the honor for Why Bully Me and the winner of the junior pitch category in the honorable pitch contest.
That is so awesome.
I am so proud of her.
Let's give a big shout out for her.
Yes.
Because she is such an amazing young lady. I had the opportunity because you brought her on to our show with her book, and she has written a couple more books since then. So you must get the book because Gervais she experienced bullying herself, and she took that and turned it around and started writing stories for other children that were going through the same thing as she was dealing with. So this is a positive event. Young ladies can grow and find out what they're good at, you know, because we need to be sisters in helping produce and have productive young ladies. And it starts at a young age. We have to get them when they're young and show them their road. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, tell our audience, how can they get tickets?
They can get tickets on Eventbrite. There's a few tickets left, or they could contact me directly, and I can tell them how they could get tickets electronically.
Okay.
There are not a whole lot of tickets left because I did have a limit, so you should contact me because my count goes in noon Monday.
All right. So give them the information. How can they contact you?
They could contact me at 216-410-2509.
Excellent.
Okay.
And the tickets are?
Only, as Dr. Pointer would say, only $40.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And now you get a wonderful buffet because they give you a big spread there. So it's going to be really awesome.
Yes, and I have the baked goods for dessert are homemade by Cake House Bakery,
Okay.
a young African-American woman that I patronize.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we have to keep supporting one another. Now, I'm going to go to you, Sherri White. You are doing something amazing, too, in our community. Tell us about our Sisters Keeper.
So My Sister's Keeper is a nonprofit organization. We are established to help women undergoing cancer treatment with any type of supportive community, to be a supportive community. So we started off focusing on breast cancer, but we help women no matter whatever cancer they're going through. So we kind of foster the sisterhood type of approach.
Okay.
So our big sisters are women who survived cancer, went through it, they're in remission. Our little sisters are women that are currently in treatment. And so we pair them up, and our big sisters kind of coach them, if you will. This is what to expect during chemo. This is what to expect during surgery. You should do this. And also just to make sure that they are getting all the care and support that they need. We also provide whatever the supportive care services they may need to help them during their journey. So it includes bill payment assistance, child care. We have some partnerships there. You need to talk to a nurse. We have a partnership with Black Nurses Society. And how I met Miss Sister Paige here is with the wigs. So we have repositories throughout the city where people can donate a wig to My Sister's Keeper, and we in turn give it to our sisters as they're going through chemo treatments. Some chemo treatments causes hair loss.
Okay.
So Sister Paige gave me a call, and she told me about her Crayons to Lipstick event. And she said this year we're doing breast cancer month, and let's focus, and I see this basket here at one of the salons that she patroned. We want to donate wigs to you. So that's how I come to know Sister Paige, and during her event, she's collecting wigs, which in return we will give to our sisters to support them during their treatment.
That is truly amazing. And now let me ask you, I know as I was reading about you, that you've had experienced breast cancer as well.
Yes.
What age was this?
I was 32.
Would you like to talk about that? Share a little bit.
Yeah, it's I hope I don't cry. I always cry.
Okay.
But one day in December, I just happened to feel my chest. I didn't do regular breast exams. I didn't need to. You're told at the age of 40 is when you should start looking for any abnormalities in your breast. But I just happened to touch my chest, and something just didn't feel right. I felt a little lump. And so I went to my doctor, and she said, well, let's get you screened and get a biopsy. Well, 2 days after Christmas or 4 days after Christmas, I got the phone call and was told that I had stage 2 breast cancer. So again, 32. I was not obese. Maybe it was diet. I'm not totally sure, but I cooked then. Now, if it was today, it'd be totally different.
Okay.
I cooked vegetables. No family history. Didn't know what to expect. So the only thing that I could refer to is what I had known. We always tend to cling to what is most resembling what we're going through.
Right.
And what I had was movies, which was a woman, didn't look like me, but dying. So that's what I thought was going to happen to me.
Okay.
3 children. At the time, my son was maybe about 14 and my girls were about 8, twin daughters. But that kind of didn't matter. I was more so in shock that I'm going to die.
Okay.
But the world changed around me. I started just to reflect on what was going on because I was living as if I was dying. I looked like I was dying. And I didn't like the reflections or the impressions that people gave me when they look at me.
Okay.
So I decided to do something different. I decided to, start wearing wigs.
Okay.
Start wearing makeup.
Yes.
And ultimately, I looked like I wasn't sick anymore. I didn't look like I had cancer. And therefore, the impressions that I got from people was hopeful. And that did something to me internally.
Right.
I had a huge support system. My mom coming to wash my clothes, people coming to cut my grass. And I started My Sister's Keeper because of that. I wanted to create an environment that helped me to strive during my cancer journey. And also I wanted to plug in that gap, providing that bridge that I didn't have, which was someone who went through what I'm going through. It was hard for me to find someone of color who had cancer. Okay. And because I couldn't find anyone, I thought that ultimately I was going to die. Okay. But that's not the truth.
Right.
And I'm thankful to creating My Sister's Keeper because we are able to show hope, thank you, through that. There's other women who are striving through their condition.
Right.
Cancer is no longer a death sentence.
Correct.
And that's what we foster. And we don't feel isolated or alone because we have a slew of women who are fighting a journey or have fought the journey and have a testimony to tell.
And you have a wonderful testimony because you look beautiful.
Thank you.
And you're doing just well, and you're doing something amazing what you had to go through. And this is what we need. We need a support system. And we need to know there's somewhere to go. How can, if anyone, or any of our listeners, or you may even know someone that's going through this, how can they reach you?
Well, you can give us a call. Our number is 216-333-1819. Our website is myskcle.org. We have a Facebook page, which is also myskcle, and we're also on Instagram. So we're always available. Just send us a message, send us a text. We'll be there to support no matter what it is.
Now, you also have an event coming up as well.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so this is our 6th annual A Walk in Her Shoes. A Walk in Her Shoes is a cancer walk in the community.
Okay.
So we intentionally designed this walk to not take place downtown. We focus on specific community that need to increase their knowledge on cancers. So this year we're in Buckeye. Great. We're walking outside of doors, of people's homes, just to let them know that cancer exists. We are here, we're still alive, and also we're setting up resources to help bridge that gap and increase the knowledge. So every 2 years we focus on a specific location. The first year is to raise awareness, the second year is to celebrate, but every 2 years we change neighborhoods. But during this event on Saturday, it starts at 10:30. We have so many community partners participating. We have the UH Simon Cancer Center who's going to be there doing mammograms. And if you're scared to do a mammogram, don't worry. I will be there and I'll hold your hand with you. It's not as bad as you think.
Right.
It's the technician, I've learned over the years. It's not the test, it's the technician. We're doing multiple myeloma screenings that is offered through Cleveland Clinic. We are doing blood pressure checks and mammogram self-exam test teaching by Black Nurses Society. We have Cleveland Housing Network there to help offer support with housing. We have Famicos there. We have PCs for people there. We have so many resources to help bridge the gap to access to care or just strengthen the livelihood of our neighbors. We also have the food bank coming. So come, it's going to be great.
This is going to be awesome. Now, what part of Buckeye? Because Buckeye is a long stretch.
Yeah, actually, it's Glenville. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Glenville. So we're on the corner of 105 of Ashbury.
Okay.
Yeah, right outside of Glen Village.
Okay.
Which is the new location that Councilman Conwell created about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a strong supporter. So he's one of our, we listed it as My Sister's Keeper and Kevin Conwell's event. So we're going to be patroning certain parts of the Glen Village building, and we're going to also be outside. So rain or snow, we're still going to be there.
Be there. Okay. So this is awesome because now people can come out and get information. Those who are afraid and not sure. Let's talk about how early young ladies should now start checking because, as you said, 40 was the age they tell you go get this test done, but things have changed.
Yes, totally. So because I had gut cancer at 32, my daughters have to start doing their exams at 22. So my daughters are 18 now, and I'm teaching them. I think at the point, the way things are transitioning now, I think as soon as a woman gets boobs, teach them to become familiar.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with the world, with what's going on. Well, we're getting it more, more diagnosis of late stage cancer. And late stages like stage 3 or stage 4, which may have lymph node activity, which spreads to other parts of your cancer, which means that you can ultimately die because of breast cancer. If you get breast cancer in your lungs, lung cancer is something you don't want to play with, but breast cancer is in your lungs. It's not lung cancer, it's still considered breast cancer, but it's fatal. You don't want to get to stage 3 or 4 because every day you're thinking like, this is my last.
Right.
So you want to catch it early, but I will recommend as soon as someone starts developing boobs to learn how to do your self-breast exam, to become familiar with yourself so that if something is abnormal, you have the experience and you can say, hey, this is not right, and start questioning it.
Yeah, because it's important to know how to even check
Exactly.
for that. And, when we were coming along in school, we had health classes, and so they talk to you about a lot of those things. I don't know if they still do that in schools or not. Is it something that you all could maybe get involved in the schools for the young ladies? I would say junior high school, the earlier the better, because a lot of times their parents are not familiar, Because today we have, kids having kids. And So
That's true.
we get lost and
That's true.
a lot of information is not passed down.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So I want to ask you, so how can one get involved in this walk? Do they have to sign up, or they just put on a pink shirt and start walking with you?
Oh, yeah. Well, at this time, our registration is on our website, walkwithmyskcle.org. Or if you don't want to register, it's fine. Just show up in a pink shirt. It is fine. We
Come
want
in
to
your big pink shirt.
Yes.
Get your pink on.
And if you don't have a pink shirt, it's okay. We have pom-poms you can carry. But we just plan on lighting up Glenville. You know, we're going to walk in a 2-mile radius, starting at the one location and circle back. Everyone does not walk with us, I must say. And it's so if you don't walk, it's fine. Stay back and patron the resources that we have, or do some line dancing. But yeah, just show up.
Come and have a good time.
Yes, exactly.
And how long is this going to last on Saturday?
Until 2:00.
To
So,
2
yeah.
o'clock? All right, so that's 10 to 2?
Yes, 10:30 to
10:30 to 2? So
Yes.
you can come on out and get some wonderful information, get a little exercise.
Yes.
You all like to line dance, and be informed and
Mm-hmm.
share the information. Bring someone with you. Okay, and I want you to give out that information again slowly so our listeners will have this.
Okay, sounds good. To contact us
Yes.
is 216-333-1819. Our website is is myskcle.org, and that's an acronym for My Sisters Keeper Cleveland. If you want to catch us on Facebook, it is MYSKCLE, and same address for Instagram. If you want to email us, our email address is info, INFO, at myskcle.org.
And how can a participant, become a volunteer or a mentor
Oh.
of your organization?
Yeah, give us a call, any of those numbers, or website. Volunteer, we are always looking for volunteers. So we raise money through donations, and we are a small but very mighty organization thanks to the donations we receive from our neighbors and partners. So if you have a skill that you want to enhance, just give us a call, 216-333-1819, and we'll get you set up. We're looking for board members as well. You know, we love survivors to help bridge the gap for us. We want to make sure we bring in all the relevant experience to the table. And we're also interested in starting a My Brother's Keeper. The reason why we have not started it, and we do help a few men, but we live by the notion of experience. Us as women don't have the experience of a man.
Right.
So we want to bring men to the table to help us to design the My Brother's Keeper.
That would be awesome because, you know, even though, because men, their spouses or someone they may know are going through this.
Yes.
And so it's helpful for them to be informed too.
Yes.
You know, just like us women, we push our men to go and get checked. We need your support, you know, because maybe she just needs you to come. You know, don't do anything, just take her, be there, be our support by showing up.
Exactly.
And that's how we help. And they can donate the wigs here at this lovely event.
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be great. Now, Sister Paige.
I come so my company can be with me. Yes, dear.
So, is there anything that you would like for our listeners to know or bring to your event besides the wigs?
Besides the wig,
Yes.
come with an open heart and an open mind to be fed, both physically, spiritually, and mentally.
And would you say that the mothers should bring their daughters and granddaughters, you know, the women?
Yes.
Bring them out
Bring them out.
so they can learn and see other people doing amazing things.
See how they do amazing things, and to learn how to socialize in a public area
Yes, and get table etiquette.
and get table etiquette.
Good points.
Because that is so important. We
It
need
is
to know
important.
how to sit and what fork and spoon we should use. And I know you talked about that.
Yes, because at one crayons, the girls was like, "This a napkin? Can I use this?" Yes, baby, you can use it. But if you don't know, if you're not taught, you don't know.
Yes.
And that's called sisterhood.
Yes. Yes, it is. So would you give our listeners the information again for your event?
The event is Saturday, October the 14th at the Mediterranean Event Center. The doors open at 11:15. Program starts at 11:45. If you are interested in tickets, you may phone me at 216-410-2509, and the cutoff date is Monday the 9th at noon.
Monday at noon. So come on and get your tickets for this lovely event. Come on out and support my sister's keeper. Get your pink shirt on. It's okay if you don't have one. Just come as you are. Be a part of these two wonderful events that we're having right here in our own city. And support someone that is going through a tough time. Because that's what we need to do. We need to be there. You know, pick up a phone and call and check on them. See if they need a ride. You know, do your organization, do you provide transportation? What other services are you doing?
Bill payment assistance, lawn care. We do a monthly social gathering.
Okay.
So this month we're doing cooking with a chef learning how to do vegan cooking, and we do resin art therapy as well. We do support groups virtually with a licensed therapist. Sky's the limit. I can go on and on and on.
Okay.
There's no limit. If we don't have the resources, we will seek the resources.
And Sister Paige, the young ladies can join Women to Crayons, Crayons to Lipstick, starting at the age of 8
No, that's for the program.
for the program.
That's for the program.
How can they become part of this?
The young ladies, I don't have a group yet.
Okay.
I don't have a group yet. I don't know what God has planned for me.
Sound like something is on its way.
I don't know what God has planned for me.
All right.
But where He tells me to go, I'll go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, now you just got what's going on today. Welcome to What's Going On with Lady D today. I'm your host, Lady D. Be a guest on our show. 216-571-2235.